It's going to be a bit of a haunting forecast. We do have some rain showers trying to make their way into our neck of the woods by trick-or-treat. So make sure if you have kids going out trick-or-treating, make sure you put some rain boots on them. It could be a bit soggy out there. Over the eastern portions of the United States, where we're seeing these orange and red shaded colors, that gives us a good indication that we're going to be seeing very warm conditions compared to average, which this time of the year means 60s and 70s for us in Pennsylvania. This is going to be the better of the 2 days to get outside and enjoy the Downtown State College Fall Festival. You can see here along the I-95 corridor, not a raindrop in sight. Very little in the way of clouds, however, a bit more cloudy as you head down to the south. By kickoff on Saturday, we have a football game against Ohio State. It's going to be a home game, and things are going to be looking very nice. So again, you'll need the sunglasses for Saturday afternoon. They'll start to clear out overnight, and while this one graphic does show a lot of cloud cover, I'm thinking a lot of this is going to be in the form of fog. So do watch out as you head off to your 8 a.m. classes, or if you're driving off to work early tomorrow morning.
Kyle, it finally feels like winter after it feels like ages.
I know, we've had a very warm end to the month of January. In fact, we were about 10 degrees above average here in State College, but just in time for the February to start and Groundhog Day, we do have a cold snap coming in time for our weekend ahead, so I'll have that coming up in my forecast. We're going to go for a low of 47 degrees. Now, for some of us that are in the ridge tops, we could actually get closer to 40, so it's going to be quite a shock to the system. If you answered B, October 19th, you would be correct.
It's crazy to me how early it was this year.
I know, we were about a month ahead of schedule, but again, as I mentioned earlier, it's not a precursor to how the rest of the season is going to play out.
For sure.
Utqiagvik, Alaska, saw its first sunrise of the year on January 23rd. In just a 9-day span, the sun has gone above the horizon in Utqiagvik in the end of January. The town has already gained nearly 4 hours of daylight. High pressure moves offshore, so we stay cold and dry, but we do see some more in the way of lake effect snow showers to our west. So if you're traveling to the Great Lakes regions of the U.S., be prepared to run into some snow showers. However, luckily, it's not going to be too much in the way of accumulations.
And if you chose D, October 19th, you would be correct. Kyle, I'm not that excited to be losing so much daylight. I'm really a summer person at heart.
I know, the days are getting shorter so much quicker, and that's a sign of the times that we're going to be getting cold very soon. The current average seasonal snowfall is slightly above 3.5 feet. While we can't put a number on how much snow we'll get this winter season in State College based on our first snowfall, we can certainly look forward to more snowflakes as we head into the coldest time of year.
If you're looking for those snowflakes, I think I'll have some good news for you.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. Coming up in our show, we have Ben Reppert. He had an interview talking about the 2022 billion-dollar weather disasters here in the United States. But before that, of course, here's Kevin with the forecast. Now, we've seen a wintry mess of a Wednesday. Are we having any more wintry precipitation ahead for the weekend?
Well, we are going to have a clipper low pressure system come through tonight that will give us a brief snow shower in western PA, but that's going to start to fizzle out as we head throughout the day tomorrow.
All right, well, I'm very excited to hear your forecast, Jacob. Coming up in our show today is our Friday Forecast Frenzy, and that means Rob Ledick has our extended forecast and Carl Schneider with our Week 2 trends. But before that, of course, let's get to Jacob with the forecast.
Overnight, but all in all, not a bad weekend for outdoor plans.
It's going to be very nice. Quite a bit of a change that we've seen earlier this week, Rob.
We deserve it after the chilly start.
I know, of course. Well, thank you so much for your forecast. Stay tuned next week for hashtag headlines and your extended forecast on Monday. But for now, have a good weekend. Based on Climatology, odds to see above average snowfall for the 2022-23 winter season are slim. Hashtag Arctic Blast. After a very warm January, Mother Nature opened the freezer door over New England this past Friday. This broke the previous all-time record low wind chill, not just for the observatory, but for the entire United States. The extreme cold didn't stick around, however, as residents in the Northeast enjoyed mild conditions to round out the weekend. Those are this week's hashtag headlines. Your short-range forecast is coming up next.
But hey, we still have weather to do, right, Kyle?
Yep, I'm excited to see those milder conditions trying to make their way into the Commonwealth heading into the weekend. I know it's only midwinter, but I'm kind of ready for spring.
For sure, yep.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next Monday. We have our 2023 Weather World Trivia Contest. Have a great evening. Good afternoon, and what better way to end out our work week than on a cloudy but also windy note. We're seeing some winds of change here in Happy Valley. Currently temperatures are 41 degrees, all under overcast skies as I just mentioned, but look at that real field temperature. It's only 34 degrees. That's thanks to a nippy west wind coming out at 12 miles per hour. Temperatures across the mid-state. West of State College, you're experiencing 30s right now, but it's a bit toastier as you head down towards the Susquehanna Valley. Temperatures are still sitting largely in the low to mid-50s at this hour. Now, across the entire state, wind speeds are around 10 to 15, even upwards of 20 miles per hour. That's thanks to a cold front that moved through our area early this morning and overnight. And that you can easily see on our radar and satellite. Where it's sunnier, it's warmer outside. Temperatures are in the 50s again between Harrisburg and Philadelphia, but a bit cooler where we're seeing some more cloud cover west of State College and up towards Lake Erie. So how do we plan out our rest of our day? As you head home from work and head out into town tonight, bring a jacket because it's going to be pretty chilly outside, mid to upper 30s and forecasting by around 9 o'clock. Overnight, we chill out some more, but we'll be very seasonal overnight. We'll go for a low around 25 to say 30 degrees for us in State College, but do note the winds are going to be dying down, so it's going to be nicer as we head into the day tomorrow. So as you head out from work this evening, again, west of State College, west of the Allegheny Plateau, it's going to be mainly cloudy, but you may want the sunglasses east of, say, Harrisburg tonight. We all get in on some more clear action throughout the evening and overnight hours, and by tomorrow morning, we're going to be very sunny. It's going to make for a gorgeous sunrise tomorrow morning. So our forecast for today, we have one more day before we get to that sunshine. Mainly cloudy skies, dreary, but a bit warmer than average. The forecast high, 42 degrees, and we stay breezy overnight. The forecast low is 28 degrees. For our day tomorrow, we see some more sunshine, we reduce those winds, and we go for a high near 41 degrees under mainly sunny skies. But then the rest of our 7-day outlook, for our Super Bowl Sunday, we stay mainly dry. Temperatures do rise to near 50 degrees, and then by early next week, we hit 50 degrees on Tuesday with a few clouds. We stay very warm through Wednesday and Thursday, and I think we may touch 60 degrees on Thursday.
Thank you, Kyle. I'm just glad it's not going to be as cold as it was in the weeks beforehand.
Yeah, last week it was freezing, but I'm glad it's warming up a little bit for Super Bowl Sunday. But speaking of Super Bowl Sunday, let's toss it over to Anna Camden for sports.